Okay, let's see. I'll move some of this stuff out of the way. Sorry guys, give me a second. Good morning. I am just trying to get set up here without having a million things in the way. I think I need to bring my light a little bit closer. Something like that. I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Let me grab my tablet. Hold on. You guys know I'm like never ready, so just give me a sec. This out of the way. All right. There's the chat. Yuki, don't you dare. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I have the chat together, finally getting things in order. I planned on coming on earlier, but I ended up cleaning up. I've been cleaning up my art area, which is really my bedroom. Get down from there, Yuki. He's standing up on his two legs trying to steal a plastic bag that's on top of the edge of the bed here. Anywho, I've been cleaning up. I got up and I talked to my niece this morning, and then I've been cleaning up and trying to get my art area together because it's been driving me crazy. It's been looking a mess, and I need it needs to be addressed. So that's what I was doing this morning. So I didn't come on as early as I wanted to, but it's still pretty early. It's 11:45 in the morning for me. So today I have a small haul, and it's very small because only one part of it came, but I wanted to show you guys. And then if there's time, we'll do some coloring in Kirby, but I can almost guarantee that it probably won't be. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm off today, so we'll go as long as my phone battery will allow. So before we get started with what I want to start with, I got this book as a gift, and I was so sick when I got it. And I'm still a little sick, but I'm not as sick as I was. But I was so sick, I tried to record a flip through and I sound like a frog, and I ended up not uploading it because I sounded horrible. But I did start a little bit in it, and I thought I'd shown you guys, but I wasn't sure. I don't remember. But I just want to show you guys what I've been doing in it so far, which is not much because, like I said, I was sick, and then 1 month with Kirby came in. So, but I did start this page, and this is the page that View and Kim colored together. I'm just a little late in joining in on the page, but I put some jelly roll pins on it because I wanted to see how they would be, and they actually turned out really good. So I jelly rolled the leaves, and then next I'm going to work on these bigger leaves, like the bigger ones. I'm going to work on those next. I'll probably do the flowers last because I don't really know what color I want to do them. So I'm going to do those last. And then I started like an actual page, and that's this one here with the clams and the fish. So I did the bubbles, and I started with this plant down here. I left these two blank because I'm probably going to do some metallics on them. So I started that. I almost started this dragon page, but I opted for this one because I wanted to kind of see what works in the book. And these are done with polychromos. And I think these leaves are done with Holbeins. Yeah. So I was just using this page to just test and see what works and stuff. So which is what I should have did with this page, but it's okay. I started with this one and then I went over to the other one. But at first I didn't even like this book, but as I flipped through it, it's not as patterny and doodly as I thought. Um, I'm not a fan of the pages with the girls, but the rest of the pages are really cute. I don't know, something about the girls seems kind of off to me. I don't know, not off. I think it's just not really something I would color. Um, in that style, I guess. I don't know. Like this is kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't color it, but the rest of the book is really cute. I love this page with the troll. I really want to do this page. But I want to break into the book first and see what works. I have to test my watercolors and everything else in there, but I wanted to show you guys that. Um, so, on to the haul. If you guys were not aware, or if you weren't here for last stream we went over and I showed you guys my acrylic markers by this brand. I guess it's Nice Tea or Nicety. I don't know. But anyway, we went through it and we swatched them all and so on and so forth. And I talked about um, how they were and everything. And let's see, where's the swatch chart? Everything's a little all over the place because, like I said, I was cleaning, so a lot of my stuff is kind of scattered around the room. You don't see it, but it's scattered. So here was the swatch chart for that. We swatched it on stream. You can always go back and watch. There's a blank spot here because one of the markers was missing a nib, but I did swatch it. I did swatch them. And so I talked about how with I have another set of acrylic markers, and they are the Toolie Art markers. And so far, these are my favorite. I have the fine nib ones, and it's probably a little, I had to turn up my fan because it's kind of warm in my room and my markers are doing strange things. But this so far is my favorite brand, the Toolie Art. I have the extra fine nib, not fine. And once I collect all the fine nib ones, I'm actually gonna go and get the thicker size ones probably. But um, I have the swatch chart for those. So for the Toolie Arts, I have the earth tone set. I have that's also earth tone. I have the green tones and the yellow tones. I have the pastels and I have the jewel tones. So those are the ones that I have in the Toolie Arts. And so I went ahead and I got another set, and I had been talking about how this was going to be my next set. So I went on ahead and I grabbed them. So I got the assorted gray tones set. So those are the colors and the color names. And then I went ahead and swatched them so we're not spending 1,000 years on stream swatching. So I did swatch them. So there they are. There's a nice light gray. There's a couple light grays. There's that bluish one, and then there's that one there. And then we have a nice light tone gray. So now I have the gray set. Um, and then for the white one, I just put some black acrylic, black alcohol marker, and then I did the white on top. But so I got those as part of my haul. So now I have what do you call it? I have some gray because I was talking about how I didn't have enough grays. So now I finally have what I believe to be enough grays. I would hope it is enough grays. Another thing that I got is these. These are the Artistro's acrylic dual tip markers, the 72 set, and it's the brush tip and the dot tip. And I'll show you them here in a second. Here are the colors. And I did swatch them. I kind of messed up on the numbering and whatnot, but I'm going to fix that on my own. I was trying to swatch them and I was at work and I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. So somewhere along the line, I kind of messed up on the swatch sheet. Now, with these markers, and I'm going to show you one right now. The one thing that annoyed me, because I was at work, so I didn't get to test them all the way. All I was able to do was swatch them. This is the marker. They're nice and thin, but they don't have the color numbers on them anywhere or the color name. But they have names and numbers on the box. So that annoyed me to the fullest. So I was at work and I was trying to number them. And I messed up somewhere along the line. Something got numbered twice and I don't know. It all went downhill after I think number 43. So I'm gonna have to re-swatch 2 of these sheets because something went weird along the way. But these are the colors anyway. There's a couple neons. There's quite a few neons, like this one, this one, this one. There's a couple green neons, but I do like the red that came in this one. It's a nice actual red. I like the purples. These were pretty juicy. I had one that was that seemed kind of dry. No, I had 2. This one was kind of dry, and then this pink one, this pink purple-ish one, seemed like it wanted to be dry, but I was swatching with the dot in, where you're just supposed to, I guess, do dots. I mean, you can do lines too, but I just, swatch with that in. I have not tried the brush in on any of them, but I like the very light tones, skin tones that it came with, and the earthy colors that came with it. And I don't know, I messed up somewhere along the way. So like this got numbered twice. So I need to go in and renumber it, and that should have been over there somewhere. But I like the nice muted tones, but what annoys me is that they don't have the color names or numbers on the actual marker. So putting them on the box defeated the purpose. And then they weren't even in this order in the box. So I couldn't even like take them out one by one because they weren't even in this order in the box. So I couldn't even, I can probably try and guess some of these. But who really wants to do that? I mean, I might if I just really have the time, but who wants to do that? It should have been on the marker. But aside from that, I actually like the way they feel. I don't know how long the ink is going to last in these. They're pretty thin, but at the same time, so is the Toolie Arts. Only thing is the Toolie Arts aren't double-sided. So, I mean, barrel-wise, the Artistro's is a little bit bigger. Sorry. But you do have dual tips. And then also with these, I didn't have to, you don't have to prime them. They're already ready to go. You don't have to shake them or do anything like that. I would shake it a little bit because maybe some of the ink, I don't know, might settle. That's just a me thing. Um, but I was going through and trying to number them at work, and I don't know, I somehow misnumbered them. So, but another thing that I got are these clear containers, and I think this is where I want to keep my paint markers. I'm going to order another set of these. It came in a set of 4, and I think I'm going to order another one, and this is where I will keep my paint markers since I have to store them horizontally anyway. My Tule arts were originally in just this one big one here, but I'm going through them, and I think I'm going to separate them by color. So I have the blues and the greens in here, but I think I'm going to separate this because it's too many blues and too many greens for them to be in the same container. So I'm going to separate them, and I think I'm going to put the Artistro markers in the bigger container over here, and then just use these 4 clear containers for my Tule arts. I still have other sets of the Tule arts that I don't have. I think next, because I'm looking at this, I have quite a few. I'm going to move the Artistros out of the way for a second. I have quite a few, and this is just a totally random stream, guys. It's literally just me going, just rambling and so on and so forth. I think, because I need the blue set, I need the red set, I need the purple set, and I need the pinks, I think, as far as just like main colors. But what I'm choosing to get next is probably going to be the reds set, because if I go through this, I already have I think a decent number of blues, and I have loads. I have the green set, so that's why I have so many greens, because I do have the green set. But I think I have a good number of blues to hold me over until the next set, because I see some blues that I didn't pick out in the bigger set still. So like, these are my blues. These are all the blues I have, and there's like 2 or 3 in the bucket over here. So I think this is enough, because I have some lighter ones and I have some like mid-tone ones and things like that. I think that's enough to hold me over until, you know, the next set, because I'm gonna try to get one like once a month. If budget allows, then maybe I'll get like 2, but once a month, because these things aren't cheap. The Tule art sets are like 30 something bucks each set, so they're not cheap. Now, as far as reds go, and even these look like oranges. I don't think I may have like 1 or 2. So the red set, I'm in desperate need of the red set, because I didn't realize that I didn't have like any reds until I was separating them to put them inside of the clear containers here. And if you look, like, this rustic orange might pass as a red. Maybe this amberite color and this garnet red. So that's literally all I have as far as red. So I'm like, uh-oh, I need to get, you know, some red. So I'm glad that the Artistro has a nice, like, actual red, because I thought about it and I was like, I don't have like an actual red in my paint markers. And because I'm actually like working on, you know, making a coloring book and making things for you guys to color as far as my art goes, and my coloring graphic novel is what I'm gonna call it, I guess. I use my sketchbook to sketch out things, And what I use in here is my paint markers. Now, I've tried multiple things in my sketchbook. I've tried alcohol markers, which is what this page is. And I do like the way the alcohol markers, I don't know why I zoomed in because that's too close. I do like the way the alcohol markers um, look in here. I love the way they look. But they do go through the page a little bit, as you can see. And I'm not, I think I like the way the paint marker looks better. And then I'm also trying to use both sides of the book. So I'm going back. At first I was only going to use one side, but I'm like, that's a waste of paper. So I'm going back and I'm drawing on the other side. So I tried watercolor in here, and I didn't like the way, I'm not that great with watercolor, so I didn't know what I was doing. So it's like bleeding over and doing all kinds of strange stuff. I think maybe once I learned watercolor, and plus this isn't a watercolor sketchbook, so that could be it too. But I didn't like the way it was working for me because I don't know what I'm doing with watercolor, so it looked strange. I didn't like it. I did like the way his pants turned out. That was watercolor. Um, in this ground, this part of the ground is watercolor. This isn't. This little piece is alcohol marker, but this part of the ground is watercolor. I like the way that turned out a little bit, but I don't really like the way it looks. So at least until I can figure out how to actually, use watercolor. Now, the paint marker, which we did a page together. So this one here is with the Tule Arts. This one here. This one is actually with the Nicety ones with the big nib. I wanted to see if I can still color small spaces because these are pretty tiny drawings. I wanted to see if I could color in these small areas with the nibs of the Nicety markers, because those, and I'll show you, those have a kind of like a really big bullet nib type of thing. So I wanted to see if I can still get into smaller spaces with these, or would I just designate these as background. So I was able to get into those small spaces. I didn't have too much trouble doing it either. So I thought that was pretty nice. This was also with the Tule Arts, the sprites, the moon, and the these things on him. The water was with watercolor. I do like the way it turned out, but I never went back to finish it. So I just put down like a base and I left it like that. It didn't turn out too bad, but because this isn't a watercolor sketchbook, there's like some kind of like little spots where the water kind of pooled and stuff. So I'm gonna stay away from using water in here. I did color the fish. Now he was done with the Nicety markers, the fish. And then his shorts, his shoe, his staff, and the sprites were done with the Tule Arts. And then the bubbles were actually done with color pencil and gel pen. So I did use some of the metallic acrylic paint markers on the fish so you can see him shining. And I also used gel pen. And then this one here is with the Tule Arts. So I've been just kind of going through here, seeing what what things I'm gonna use in here. So like for example, this one was done with the Tule Arts. This one was done with the Himi gouache, which I'm still trying to figure out if I like or not. I like it, I just don't know how to use it very well. It doesn't behave the same as acrylic gouache, so that's gonna be something that I try and learn as well. So like this one was done with acrylic gouache, And then this one over here was done with the Himi gouache, just regular gouache. So I've just been going through here and trying to see what I like in here and what I don't. So I thought today we would kind of just, I have some things that are like I've already lined. So like this one, maybe we can color together. And I wanted to color, this page. I did this page and I want to make this a coloring page. But I haven't lined it yet. I haven't put the black lining on it or whatever color lining I'm gonna do. And it's just a page of some of the characters. And I want to turn this into a coloring page for you guys. Because I'm thinking for my graphic coloring novel, I want this page to be kind of in the beginning of every chapter. It'll have like the characters that are going to appear in that chapter. So I want to go through and make like a character square for all the characters that is going to be in the story. So we have Miso, we have Bo, and we have Pot. You guys know them. And then we have Miso's grandpa, which he just calls Pa. And then we have the sprites. And then you guys haven't met Yaro yet. And then we have these three guys. Hi, View. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. My nose is still a little runny, but it's not as bad. um, and then I also, because this is, I'll show you guys. This is also going to be a coloring page. But I didn't get to lining it yet. And I also am thinking about adding some more details and stuff to it. So my plan was to have it done so we can, color it with marker, but I haven't lined it and I haven't taken a picture of it yet to transfer it over to my iPad. So, um, I figured I have a couple things in here that's already lined, and we can work with it. So, like this part is gonna be different parts of the. I sketched out different parts of the coloring graphic novel. I don't really have a name for it, but I was sketching out some pages, and I have like a really big like sketchbook behind me that it's just like regular sketching paper. It's nothing fancy, but I was just kind of sketching out just how like the page layout and stuff and how I want it to be, what would be easiest for you guys to like color. So I've been working on that quite a bit, but um I thought we could, and then also I still have like some little trading cards that we can color with the acrylic paint pens also. So we can do some of that, and we can finish this one. Oh, I can go over the book view if you like. I don't have much colored yet, so I don't mind going. I don't mind showing it again. Um, I'm just here on, so um, here it is. Now I do like the book. I don't think it's as doodly as I thought it was. The only thing that I don't like in the book is I think the pages with the girls, they're kind of strange to me. Um, like I wouldn't color her. I just wouldn't color the humans. They're a bit weird. But I did start this page. This is kind of like my test page. So I have used my polys, my acrylic paint pens, and my Holbeins. And this is as far as I got because I was pretty sick. So I did start the bubbles, and then I left these blank because I'm gonna test my. Hey Linda, I'm gonna test my metallic watercolors on here. So I haven't I left these blank because I want those two leaves to be metallic. So I'm just testing different stuff on this page. The page I really want to do is the troll page, this one here, or whatever this is. It looks like a troll. I like this page. And then the dragon page right next to the one that I'm coloring. I want to do that one too. It's a lot of cute pages in here. Just the pages with the girl kind of creep me out a little bit. But here's the page that I was working on. You did, but I'll go over it again. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm not doing anything. So if I need to go over anything, don't worry. Bubbles did the bubbles. Yeah. You're organizing your space again. You need to make room. Oh, for your sewing machine. Yeah. This is my jelly roll pins. So I did jelly rolls on these leaves. So I'm gonna go in and do something with these leaves. I probably will test my Neo colors on them and see how they work, or my Albrecht Doers. But that's as far as I've got. I mean, I was so sick. I was determined to start coloring in it. And I was sitting here and I was just sick and coloring and sick and coloring. And I was like, I'm going to test something in here. And I kept like trying to sit at my desk and color. And I was just so sick. I didn't have energy. And I was like, oh man. And I'm like, woo. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm going to test it. And then I sat here and ultimately I couldn't hang. I was too sick. So that's as far as I got. So, the haul, really quick, I'll really go over what I got really fast. So, one thing that I got was the gray tones in the Tule Art paint pens. Finally, um, yeah, I know. No, I didn't though, because my nose, I had it probably TMI, but I had it plugged up because it just all it was doing was running anyway, so it was legitimately plugged up. um, so I got the gray tones, and I am so happy. I'm so happy because I now feel like I have the grays that I need, especially when I'm coloring Miso in his shadows, because I didn't have the grays. So like on that page that we had colored together on stream, um this one I did like a warm cream color or something, and it looked kind of weird. I mean, it looked good, but it looked weird because it's not, it's more, it should be more like this but a little bit lighter. So it was a total different gray. But because I didn't have the gray, I just went with what I went with, what I had. So these are the grays. So now I have a nice assortment of light grays, dark grays, blue grays, warm grays, toner grays. So, and I got a black, and it came with a white as well. I was determined to get this set because I was like, there is not enough grays, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do because I didn't have enough grays. And now, because another thing that I got was these clear, like, pencil cases. This is also in the haul. Um, I forgot, these things were like really cheap. I think they were like $8 or $9, and it came with 4 of them. And so I'm separating my Tule Arts into these, and I'm going through them, and I realize I have no reds in my Tule Arts. I'm like, how'd that happen? So I was looking at my swatch sheets, and I was like, oh no, I have like 2 reds, and they're not even like reds. So originally the next set I was gonna get was the blues, but I was going through my markers and I'm like, I have enough blues. These are blues and greens, but I'm looking at them and I'm like, okay, I have enough blues to hold me over. So instead of the blue set next, I'm gonna get the red set. I think it's like reds and pinks or something like that. um and I pray that it's a decent amount of reds in there, and not just full of pinks, because I don't have Um, I don't have any reds, and that's slightly concerning. So, the red set is what I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna try to get like a set, maybe like one set a month, because these things are not cheap. The Tule Arts are expensive. They're like 35 bucks a set. Um, Even though you get like 20, I think you get like 22 or 24 markers in the set, depending on the set. Um, that's still not cheap to me. So I have to kind of like carefully plan which set I'm getting next, because I don't want to get a set and then find out I should have got another set because I already have colors, and there's no repeating colors. All the colors are different, but I need red next. So I said, okay, I won't get blue because that's not the color that I need. So I'm gonna get red next month. But these clear things are they're so nice and sturdy. I took some to work with me because another thing I got was these, and these were also cheap. You get 72 markers in here, and it's the brush tip and the dot tip, which you can make dots or you can just do like a line. Um, I took these to work with me. What I was annoyed with, Linda, what I was telling you about, they have color names and numbers, but they didn't put the color names and numbers on the markers. So having them on the box was totally useless. And I went and I was at work, and I really annoyed myself because I was at work and I was trying to number them and I misnumbered them somehow. So I have to go and renumber them because something strange happened where I put 44 twice and threw off the whole balance of the things. So, um, I can go through, and then there's like a support email, so I might email them like, hey, um, what was the purpose of putting the numbers and the names on the back of the box if you weren't going to put them on the markers? And then it would have been okay if it was in the same order when you open the box, so you could just pull them out like, okay, I know this is black, I know next is pearl white, I know next is gold. Nope, they were in the box just any old order, and I was like, okay, well, that doesn't help either. So I might write them and let them know like, hey, at least put them on the markers, or put them in the box where they're in that order, and we can just take them out one by one and do it that way, because the stress of knowing that they have color names and numbers but they aren't on the marker. So, but I did swatch them, and I do like the colors, and they were really juicy. I only had two that seemed a little bit dry, but my favorite is these like earthy colors. So like these are my favorites. This one right here, it is an actual color right here. It's like a very, 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 very light gray. And then I didn't write 64. Like I said, I messed up the order, so it was like a whole thing. Um, and then I wrote 44 twice. But the colors are really nice. I love the skin tone colors that's in this set, and these nice browns that they have. But I am so annoyed that they didn't put the color names or numbers on the markers. So that's a thing. So I thought that we would just do some coloring with some of these markers, and I don't know. I mean, we could. I kind of want to fix this one because I did this one with watercolor, and I don't like the way the background turned out. So, but this is also, I believe this is watercolor paper. Um, so I kind of want to see how they're going to act on this paper because it's really, Yuki, what are you doing? Yuki, stop eating dust off the floor. So I've been cleaning up my art area, so it's a little dusty, and he likes to eat dust bunnies. Stop it. Thank you. I want to fix this. Yes, Sir Yuki has been an interesting little character this weekend. So let's see what we can do, because I really want to. I wanted to color this page with you guys. Hold on. Um, I really wanted to color this page with you guys, but because I'm turning this into a coloring page, I need to take a picture of it first and put it on my iPad and, do whatever it is I need to do over there. So, yeah, he just went right up to it and ate it. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, are you trying to help me clean, or are you just trying to eat the dust bunnies? Because I want to do, like an art area tour, but there's a section that I need to clean up because I don't want that on camera. Because part of the area has, like, my medicine and stuff like that, and people are nosy, and so I don't want that in camera shot. So I'm trying to, like, clean up certain areas before I do, like, my art room tour. And it's not even a room, it's like half a room, but anyway, I need to take a picture of this first, but I did want to color this with you guys, but I'm turning it into a coloring page as well as this one. So we can't color this one today. Sorry. um, so let's try to fix this trading card though, because I do still want to make trading cards with my characters, and they're just gonna be like um just like little special cards that I might give away, or I might put up for sale, or I don't know. I might, some of them I'm definitely gonna give away. Just have like um certain things like collectors. Anyway, so I want to try to fix this because I don't like the way it turned out, the background and so on and so forth. So um we're gonna have a little battle of the paint markers. Now, me personally, I like the Twilly arts the best. Um, I'm already biased towards them, and I do like the new markers that I got, but I also want to see, um, just how they interact with each other. Because sometimes when you have different things, they can be, you know, they can act kind of funny with each other. And I'm hoping that they all work together just fine without any issues. So I'm gonna start with the nicety ones. They do have a nice blue that I'm looking at here for the sky. So, and I just have like all the swatch charts off to the right. I'm thinking of this blue right here. This is number 8. So I'm just gonna grab that and we're gonna just start. We're gonna do something versus you guys sitting here listening to me just yammer on. Okay, so the thing I like about the nicety markers, number one, they're numbered. They don't have color names, but they made the effort to number them. And I noticed that this says classic. So I'm wondering if they have like other sets, which I might fall down the Amazon rabbit hole and check. But let's just and I sometimes with these though, when I open them, sometimes there's little bubbles. I think it's the heat, because it is still hot out here. Um we're still in summer, unfortunately. There is no inkling of it slowing down. We probably have like another month of this heat, of it being over 100 degrees. So this is actually gliding right over this textured paper. I don't know how it's gonna dry on it though. But I do like the size of this for backgrounds, because I don't have to worry about my nib like getting messed up, because sometimes the smaller nib, it gets snagged on things, like the paper or like the texture of the paper, and then you have to worry about kind of messing up your nib. And with the Toolie Arts though, you can replace those nibs, which is always nice. And when you buy a set, they do send you replacement nibs. But you can also buy them just separately. Like, so if you run out of those for whatever reason, you can buy them on Amazon. And I did add them to my wish list so that if anybody has the Juilliard paint markers and they want to check out the replacement nibs, they're there. Um, so that actually went down pretty nice. I don't think that the texture of this watercolor paper is going to be too much of an issue. I do feel like maybe I like the way it feels on the smoother paper better, but that's personal preference. There is nothing wrong with the texture paper. It's just personal preference for me. Let's grab number 51 for the fence. And I did not, I took these out of they were originally in some crazy order. I think they were in number order, but it had like the markers just all over the place. And for me, I needed some kind of order, color order, and I tried to do that with the Artistro markers too at work yesterday. Only thing is I kind of misnumbered it. It's still in color order. I just misnumbered the markers, which, you know, the swatch sheet turned out kind of weird because I misnumbered it. But I did print off some more, so I'm just going to re-swatch from 44 or 43 of the Artistros, and from there, you know, we'll figure it out. But these you can still get into small spaces, which is nice. So I do like that, even though the nib is like really huge. Like the nib is like kind of thick compared to my Juilliards are actually the ones that are the smallest. I have the extra fine nib on those. These are the thickest because I think these are even, this nib is thicker than the dot on the Artistry, but don't quote me. But I think this nib is bigger. But it did cover the watercolor nicely. I think it was either watercolor or Neo 2s that I tried to put on this thing, and it did not look right. And it's been sitting ever since, just kind of there, because I was like, well, it wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to, so I didn't do anything further with it. And I'm like, you know, I think I can fix this with paint marker. And these dry pretty fast too. Yeah, it does cover, it covers really nice. That's another like thing I like about acrylic paint pens. They cover so nice. I mean, acrylic period, and acrylic gouache too. It just covers so nice, you don't have to worry about anything. Now for his nose, I don't think it has the nicety. The color I use for his nose is actually in the Juilliards. But I'm gonna see if the Artistro has something similar, because they do have, yeah, so I can use number 45. But then I misnumbered it, so I don't know if 45 is actually 45. I think it is. I don't know. It's like I said, I misnumbered it, so you know, typical jazz moment. And I don't know. I wasn't rushing or anything. I just probably wasn't paying good enough attention. So, but I do like these clear containers, though. They are pretty neat. And if I ever need to, like, you know, want to take my paint pens to work or something, I can just throw them in one of these or something like that. So here's 45. So we have a brush, a bullet or a dot. They call it a dot tip. And then we have the brush tip. And these are a little hard to open too. But let's do the brush tip. I'm so scared for my life right now because I'm not even really good with brush tips, but it is nice and soft. Um, because I'm such a chicken, I'm probably gonna be using the dot nib the most. I probably shouldn't. I probably really should use like, you know, um, what's given like the brush, but I'm a chicken. Okay, I see number 36. I think I'm gonna use that for the lettuce on the sandwich. So I'm gonna grab that. Excuse me. Dollar Tree. Yeah. Um, the closest Dollar Tree to me, because we had one that was like down the street, but they closed. Whoa, wrong side. They closed it. Um, so and then all the 99-cent stores are gone. They're supposed to be turning them into Dollar Trees, but as of right now, they haven't quite turned them into them yet here. So we have like Dollar General, but I'm not going in there because that place is wild. It's like a jungle. And then Amazon is just easier. I don't have to leave my house and deal with people. Um, Sometimes the people out here can test my annoyance level, and it's already not the greatest, unfortunately. So what I do like about this set though is the nice reds that it came with. It had about 2 or 3 good reds in here, but yeah, Dollar Jungle exactly. And then it's like I have to fight my way through the aisles, and I just so I don't want to do all of that. I miss like that's what like I prefer the 99-cent store over Dollar Tree because Dollar Tree can even be wild sometimes. And if it's too wild or anything like that, I'll walk out. I can't shop like that. When I go like shopping, especially when I'm by myself and I'm just going to like look at, you know, like window shop or just pick up items or whatever, and I'm just relaxing and, you know, just enjoying the shopping experience. And then, you know, you got some lunatic in there doing God knows what, or I just so instead of all that hassle, I just order on Amazon. It's very rare that I go into the shops these days. Yeah, Dollar General is creepy. Not only is it creepy, it's just it's too congested in there, and it's too like when I don't. A lot of the times, like the few times that I've gone in there, because I've not gone back, the workers are so disgruntled, and they are very nice, and I don't want to have to be a jerk to somebody, so I just, you know, I don't stick around. I'm like, I might as well just, you know, order from Amazon. So I'm gonna pull out some tool yards now, and I like this 12 for the grass, so I might go with that. Actually, I'm gonna go with, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I just feel like if I have to do all of that, I might as well order off Amazon, really, because why do I have to go through all of that? It's too much. All right, I need some kind of separation for these charts. Okay, there we go. I'll put the niceties over there, the tool yards there, and whatever this is there. Okay. Um, so I want to get some more of these things though because I do like them. Plus, if I'm going to separate my Toolie Arts, then I'm gonna need more anyway. So the niceties are already in a case, so I don't have to worry about that, which is really good. And I'm not worried about going over the black lines either, because I can always go back over them. So these are the extra fine ones. So covering backgrounds with these are takes a little bit longer. But the Toolie Arts, they just feel, I mean, I would hope since they're more expensive, they just feel nicer. Not saying that the other ones don't feel nice though. It's just something about the Toolie Arts for me. They are just like my all-time favorite so far. I like them better than Posca. I always for some reason struggle with Posca. I don't know if it's just because I've been getting like the duds, but I have a white Posca that hasn't worked for me since I opened it. So I do like these. And then these have a nice cool little window where you can see how much paint you have left, which is also nice. And with these, you can actually order them individually. So like if one runs out or whatever, you can go right to Toolie Art's website and just get another one. And if they don't have the color in singles, then you can tell them like, hey, this is the color I'm looking for, and they will work with you with getting an order placed. It's really nice. I have not done that, but I did ask them like, hey, I see that you guys, because I went on their site and I'm like, oh, they have individuals, but I noticed they didn't have, you know, all the colors. So I emailed them, me being the person I am, and I'm like, so what happens if you need a color that you guys don't have? And they were like, well, you know, you can let us know what color it is you need, and we'll get the order together for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, that was easy. So, and they're really fast with communicating with you too, so that's also good. I was just like, well, at least it's nice to know that if, you know, you run out, or because I still think that these were going to be like my main markers, because I legitimately want all of the sets in extra fine nibs and regular nibs, because I think that this might actually be my main source of the way I color my art. This and acrylic gouache, of course. And I'm okay with that. I am definitely okay with that. I do like that. I don't know, it's just the way that they feel, I guess. I'm not selling these very well, but I mean, they basically sell themselves, if I'm being honest. I don't know, is it my camera that something looks extra foggy, and I don't know if it's my camera or if maybe it's probably the lighting, because I did change it a little. I moved my light, so if anything looks weird, let me know. So yeah, so I'm like, you know, they just, even on this like textured paper, and I think like they were saying, because I was looking for a new sketchbook, because I'm almost halfway through this one on just one side. So I'm like, okay, if I'm drawing the way I'm supposed to be, I need to look for a sketchbook that is specifically good for paint pens. So I started looking for mixed media, because I'm like, you know, they were showing me like the watercolor ones. And Yuki, what are you up to? Uh-huh. Um, they were showing me like the watercolor ones, and then when I would read the description, it would say like not suitable for paint pens. So I was like, I went down a rabbit hole looking, and I'm like, see, I'm glad I'm starting to look early because when I do finish this sketchbook, I want to be able to just know which one I want and place the order. I don't want any weird delays or anything like that. Um, I also just like the fact that, hold on. I also just like the fact that the the with the paint pens, this is just like one layer. It's so vibrant. Like the colors is so vibrant. And no, they don't go through. Because I know someone out there is going to ask. They don't go through. Um, which is also really cool. So, I mean, for what they are, these and the budget friendly ones, because those they're very vibrant too. You can tell by the swatch sheet. And so far, my Toolie arts are the only ones that I have to shake and kind of prime, which I'm also okay with because these don't take very long to um, get started and get going at all. They don't take long to get primed. They don't take long to flow. None of that. You don't have to like press it 150,000 times. Now, you'll know when it's drying out or the nib is drying out or done already dried out because you will see the paint try to flow, but it's going to flow on the outside, which lets you know that it's kind of clogged because I had two because I forget to kind of because they say every 2 weeks if you're not using it, right? And 2 weeks have gone and you aren't using them, you're supposed to soak the nibs in water just so that they don't clog. And let me tell you how I was not doing that. So some of my nibs I can guarantee you are probably clogged, and I'm probably gonna need to uh kind of refix them a little bit, but I'm okay with that too because it doesn't take long. The nibs come right out. They're not complicated. They're not, you don't have to struggle. Um, you don't even need tweezers. You can just pop the nib right out. So I like anything that's not difficult. So when I seen that it wasn't difficult, I'm like, okay, I can roll with this because it's easy. It doesn't take too much time. Now, what I should really be doing is like, going in and doing what I'm supposed to be doing and soaking it every 2 weeks. But even when I'm not doing that, it's not a hard fix. It's not something where I have to go all above and beyond to fix. I don't have to break my neck to fix it. These are the Toolie arts I'm talking about. So like the nib, if you ever need to replace it, you just pull it out. It comes right out. I don't know why I did that, but it comes right out. So you could just pop it right out, and it comes right out. It doesn't, and then you could pop it right in. So I love these. These are my favorite, definitely. But I do like the off-brand ones or the budget-friendly ones or whatever you want to call them. I do like those too. Um, there are a lot. The Artistro and the Nicety, I guess, they are juicier than what I thought they were gonna be. I was not. My hopes were not high for them. But that quickly changed when I was watching them. I'm like, oh, they're like really juicy. You know, for what they are, and then for the price too. So for me, they will be definitely used right alongside my Toolie arts. if I'm doing something like a, you know, like a piece that I'm gonna sell, or something that, you know, like if I do a giveaway and someone wins like an art piece or something, um then I will not probably use um my budget friendly ones, because I don't know the light fastness on them or anything like that, if it is one. So I would probably lean more towards my Tule Arts, because supposedly these, you know, can withstand quite a bit from what I read. So I don't have to worry about, you know, if someone wanted to hang up an art piece, or even with the trading cards, minus this one because this was just like a test one. But even with the trading cards, I would rather not use the budget ones, because if someone, though, when I do send the trading cards, they will be in a plastic sleeve, but I don't know what someone is going to do with it once they get it. They might want to hang it up. You know, some people have like those little cork board things where they put their stuff on, but I do send them in these. Um, but I would rather have the satisfaction of knowing that if someone was to want to save it or something like that, then I know, okay, uh, it's not going to do anything weird like change colors or fade or you name it. So um I think it's good to know that the Tule Arts is going to stand the test of time, but I can't say the same for the others because I'm not sure. All I know is that they're pretty and the colors are nice. So, but today is going to be a nice, relaxful Sunday. I'm going to clean my art area, and okay, you guys might get to see me change a nib on screen here. We'll see if it wants to work. And then, so like this one is definitely dry. I can kind of see it. All right, so this one's dry, right? So, and honestly, it's not, they probably don't dry out as fast as it seems, because I don't use mine every day like I should, or I'm supposed to. So I do have my nibs right here. So over all of the sets, and like they give you a bunch. So I have a bunch of them. So, and I might just place an order for some extras. I think, don't you eat that, dust bunny, Yuki. Yuki. He's ignoring me because he wants to eat the dust bunny. Don't do that. I might just place an order anyway. So with these, you just pull it out. You just pull it right out. And at first, and then you just pop the new one in there. At first, I was trying to I was like trying to save, and then I just, when I'm done, I just put the cap back. I hope I'm still live. Someone just attempted to, hey, I said don't do that. Um Originally I was attempting to save these nibs, but I'm not gonna do that because they're cheap to replace. Give me a second. He is really, there's like, will you not do that? I'm not wagging. You do not see me wagging. Don't eat that. Momentary sound loss. Yeah, someone called, some scam likely or something. Sent them right to voicemail. Anyway, um, so, and then that's what the nib looks like before you even prime it. But I'm gonna press, that was one press. too, and you can already see, well, I don't know if you guys can see, but you can already see the color flowing down. It doesn't take long for these. One time I thought it was gonna take a long time, and this is press 3, and because like with the Poscas they take forever, and then it's already ready. They take forever, so one of my Toolie art markers is probably missing a good chunk of paint because I thought it was gonna be like the Posca, so I was sitting there just doop 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 doop, and all the ink started coming out. I was like, uh-oh, I didn't think it was gonna be ready that fast. And luckily I was, doing it on a scratch paper and not like my desk. So that was a thing. But yeah, these I really like. So I definitely need the red set next though, because this red from the Artistro set, this one's from the Toolie art. This is the only red I have in the Toolie art that's like close to a red. Everything else is either like super pink or super brown and not quite red. So I was like, okay, I need the red set next. But I'm not too much in a rush because um I just got the grays, so we'll be all right. Okay, so for the fence we used the nicety markers, and I think I want to use another marker on top of that from a different brand. So I'm gonna try something from the Toolie Art brand and see how that works on top of this one. And I'm basically just let's see, is this the one I need? Yeah. So today it's just gonna be pretty chill. I'm gonna be leave the dust bunnies alone, sir. Um Now he's just, because I told him not to eat them, so now he's just scruffling them across the, this isn't dark enough, across the floor. uh, 15, I need number 15. Let's see if I can find it. This might be it. So I think I'm gonna put the shadows here, like on the side. And he's not standing too close to the fence, so I don't need to bring the shadow down. He's standing quite a ways away, so. But the Toolie art works right fine on top of the nicety markers. So that's good to know. They do work well with each other. I probably need to find out what the light fast is on these budget friendly ones, so that I can and I would like to do like a wood pattern, but I'm not good with that, so I'm not gonna trust myself to do that right now. I don't think, I mean, it's paint, it's acrylic paint, it's supposed to be for like rocks and stuff, so I mean I would think that it would be fine, but I just don't think I would want to use something like that for you know, something that I'm either selling or giving to someone. Because could you imagine, like, they hang it up and it's all nice and in their place, and then, like, it kind of fades away or it changes color or does something weird because it's not light fast. Okay, that one's good. Just need to shake it up a little bit. Maybe I'll make an attempt to do some clouds. I think he left for work, so that's what Yuki is trying to let me know, like, hey, he's not in the living room anymore. Where did he go? So I'm gonna put a highlight on this side. I'm just gonna do this like a pocket. I don't know, we're just testing stuff out here, guys. Ooh, or I could just do the whole thing light blue. That would look cool. Yeah, I like that. And then we can go in with the darker color and do like the patches for it. But yeah, so the Tule Arts are definitely my favorite, but I do not regret these other ones because especially these ones, the Artistros, because again, these colors, I mean, look at them. And then they have like these here are really nice. So I think definitely these are really good, and again, cheap price wise. So you can't really beat that. I'm gonna grab, I think, let me see, maybe number 43, and we'll put some lines down for the grass, I mean. Okay, because I want it to look like there's some grass back there and not just, you know, just, you know, oops, that one went a little bit too far. That's fine. Probably should have been going that way with it, but that's okay. I told you guys I'm not all that great with brush, but got some grass in the background. But I just feel like, I just like the way it looks. The style of it is much better than watercolor to me. I feel like it pops more. So, let's grab 51. And plus if you just want to like practice or see if you are even going to like paint pens, I would definitely say get one of, okay, this isn't dark enough. I would definitely say get one of these starter sets. Like one of these, just don't start with the Tule Arts. Or if you do want to start with the Tule Arts, they have like a what do you call it? They have like a, I guess like a basic colors set type of thing. But if you just want to start with the Tule Arts, the one I started with was the Earth Tones set, because I felt like that one had like a little bit of everything. I cannot find a dark enough orange. I'm gonna have to go like dark. I started with the Earth Tone set, and that's because it had a little bit of everything. I don't think it had a red, unfortunate, but it did have everything else. It had a little bit of green, it had a little bit of blue, it had a couple blues actually, and it had a couple grays. So I would start with that. But they are kind of like muted. So if muted colors is not your thing, then I would start with I think they call it the classic set or the basic colors set, something like that. I'm missing a marker and I can't see it. Here it is. I don't mean missing like it's missing. I just can't see it. So like it has some skin tones, some browns. There's even some purples in there. And then you have your yellows and your orange. So it's like a basic mix of everything. But they are muted. They're pretty muted. So I would, if you don't like the muted colors and you're more of a bright colors type of person, I would go with the classic set. I think they also have the classic set in brush nibs. So if that's your thing, they do have that as well. There we go. That's kind of the color I was looking for. Yeah, so they have that. And then, ooh, let's grab one of those metallics for his buttons. Let's see what kind of metallic, which metallic do I want though? Let's see. Maybe like a metallic blue would be nice, but there's a silver here. I might go with that, 78. I want to see, because they have like a bunch of, they also have like sets that aren't, they're not like, you know, all reds, all greens. They have like the Southwestern set. That one has a mix of colors. So I would just kind of look around, and that's if you want to start with the Tule Arts. If you don't, they're like, I like between the Nicety and the Artistro, it's kind of a hard pick because they're both pretty juicy, and they both have their ups and their downs. So like with the Artistro, like I was saying, they don't have the number or the color on the marker, so you're gonna have to number them yourself if that's something you care about. They are also dual tip, which is kind of nice. You get a brush and you get a dot. I don't know how that fares towards like the ink flow or anything like that. And then with the Nicety markers, those are numbered, which is great. I don't like the fact that one of the nibs was like non-existent to me on one of the markers, so I'm one marker down. But you do get more markers in the Nicety set. So the Nicety set comes with 100, and the Artistro set comes with 72. So I really just, I feel like, you know, go with whatever you feel like is within your budget. And if you want more, if you care about it being dual tip, like just kind of look around before you just kind of settle on something. But they are all nice. I mean, and you don't have to worry about like paintbrushes, which is a plus. That's always a plus for me. I'm not very good with paintbrushes either, so to have paint in a marker form is great. I can handle like acrylic gouache okay with a paintbrush, but like trying to deal with like watercolor and stuff is not my thing. So if it's not your thing either, then I would go with, you know, a paint marker. Which, plus these are fun anyway, you know. So. Should I add some clouds? I feel like I should add some clouds. I'm not great with clouds though. I feel like it's missing something. And then this bottom here is kind of blank because I was going to add like maybe his name or something like that. So that's why there's like a strip there. But I feel like this would be a good little trading card to, you know, if maybe if I want to have like a giveaway or something like that. One of these sets came with a white. I think it was the Artistro, and I kind of want to test it if I can find it anyway. Because there's a white and then there's like a mystery gray. So I want to make sure. I don't know. I don't think this is the white. I think this is like that weird gray. This might be the white. But I don't want it to end up being the weird gray and then that's a whole thing. So I am going to grab though, because the Tully art came with a white. So that's why I am going to grab this neutral gray from the Tully arts. And I'm going to, yes, watercolors are hard. I'm not going to say I'm giving up on the watercolors because I'm not. I am going to say I am going to fully enjoy my paint markers, and I will get to watercolors when I get to them because I just can't get the hang of them, and they don't. It takes a lot of time to get them where you want them to be, like as far as like the color and how dense you want them to be and all of that stuff. So, or saturated, not dense. Saturated is the word I'm looking for. And with the paint markers, it's just much easier to just, it does what you want it. They do what you want them to do. So, even with acrylic gouache, it's easier to fix your mistakes than with watercolors. So, this might be too light, but we'll see. I asked for a light, but I don't think I want it this light on this one. I want to see how it dries first. If it dries darker than that, then we'll go with it. But if not, then, because you can see it, but I might go one step down, which would be the number 3. But it is drying a little darker, so that could be about right. I feel like maybe the other one might be a little bit too dark. I also need to find a red for, like a dark red for this cup. So let's see what we have in the, oh, I can do number 8 in this set. So this is why I need the reds in the Tully art, because I don't have them. I don't have a dark enough one. Where's 8? Here it is. So, but I have one in the Artistro. Yes, I mix my my Caran d'Ache, the few that I have anyway. Nope, this isn't. I might use a brown. I mix them actually together. I use them together. The light fast with the luminance is the word I was looking for. Yeah. I'm gonna try something here. 22. They work pretty well together actually, so where's 22? 22, is that the color I'm looking for? Jeez, okay. Yeah, 22. Well, where is it? Let's see. There it is, okay. It's another reason why I want to separate these by Yeah, those Prismacolors, man, I'm telling you. Everybody, they hype them up a little bit too much for me, and they're not all that. I mean, I'm gonna say in my opinion, because I know there's gonna be some people that's gonna come after me for saying that, but personally, there are better pencils out there. Yes, Yuki, I know. You can also blend these. Like, I personally prefer like the cell shaded look, but you can blend them too. So like for this one, I'm just gonna, oops, oh man, oh boy. That was way too much paint that came out of there. But the good news is it is acrylic and it can be fixed. And just put some more right on top of it and we'll just do it over. Oof. But it can be fixed. And I'll show you as soon as that dries. See, they come out so juicy though. But I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll fix it. Because now it's like kind of two different colors. Um, so I was trying to like kind of pull the shadow back a little bit. It seemed like it was too much. That's what I was trying to do. But it started doing weird things. Okay. So I think I'm gonna try this other gray, and um if I don't like it, we can always go over it again. Because this one's a bit darker. And I'm not sure why his ear is like lopsided like that, so I'm gonna go right over that and make it the correct shape. It's a little strange. So yeah, so that's basically, I wanted to come on and show you guys my haul and do some coloring with these pens. And then his eyes are supposed to be black. I always forget to like color in his eyes, even though they're just black. And I should have done it with the when I was lining it, but sometimes I forget. It's okay. And then you can even so you can take the paint marker and you can use that as the line if you want like your lines to be a bit thicker. You don't have to do that, but you can. Sometimes with the outline, I just do the outside thicker. I don't do the whole line work. Uh-oh. This is getting caught on the paper. I think maybe I was pressing too hard. I don't know. It's okay. We can fix it. But you see how it kind of splattered off a little bit there? Excuse you. What are you eating? Okay. Yes, knock it off, please. Okay, so let me grab, I'll show you how we can just cover that right back up. Let's see. Let me grab it. Yuki, it's time for a nap, yes? I think it might be time for you to take a nap, sir. So you can just grab it and go right over it, and everything's fine again. So what's happening is, though, it's getting snagged on the textured paper. So maybe not use this as your lining. Maybe just use a regular ink pen. But you know me, I'm gonna be difficult because this is what I have right here. So this is what I'm using. And he can be barking at anything. It could be someone walking by because they just refuse to fix the side gate. So we have a lot of strange people coming in and, you know, hanging out in areas they don't belong because they don't live here. So that could be what's happening, but you know, and it's a Sunday, so the people in the office are not here. So like you have that bold outline, and I just did the outline. I didn't do any of the stuff on the inside, just the outside. So I usually do that. I usually do it with it usually gets done with whatever ink pen I used, waterproof ink pen. But I'm lazy and I didn't want to bring it out, so there's that. But you see the splatter is gone. I just went right over it, which is another plus with acrylic paint pens. You don't have to worry about mistakes. Yeah, that's probably what he's really saying. He probably did sneak one, honestly, because my head's been turned. So leave it to him. Yeah. So I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't. Catch me looking another direction or something, or catch me talking to you guys, and he's like, okay, she's distracted. Let me go on and grab that dust bunny I've been eyeing behind this cord here for the past 20 minutes or so. And I'm like, you know, it's harmless. It's not gonna harm him or anything, but it's just, yeah, let's not. There's a little splatter on his nose, so I'm gonna fix that. Sometimes with the Toolie art, getting this ball to start when you shake it up is kind of stuck. Sometimes though, you don't need the ball to move. Sometimes if you look, the ink is already, or the paint is already shaken up. I just like to make sure that the ball moves because I don't want it to be permanently stuck in my marker. Because then that's something that I'm gonna have to replace. But this one just does not want to move. What's going on today? Toolie art, I'm trying to give you a good name here. There it goes. It's trying to move. There we go. Yeah, I like when they have the little window too. Um, oh, I think this one is, yep. This nib is dead. I thought maybe if I looked down the inside, I would see something cool, but the hole is too small. um, like I said, I need to use these more often, and I need to do what I'm supposed to do as far as like soaking them in water, or however, whatever they said you have to do with these here. But I think it might be something wrong. I think I've changed this marker before, so I don't know if it's this marker itself, or because I do believe this is like the second nib on this marker already. I'm not 100% sure though. Anyway, let's fix the splatter on his nose. Oh, that's not a splatter, that's just a piece of dust. Okay. Or a piece of something, but there we go. Let me just get rid of that. And then what I like to do, what I like to do is, and yes, I just gave him the look because he is doing a lot right now. I like to just I have a little spray bottle here, and sometimes when I'm done using them, or if there's a marker that's giving me trouble, I just spray this and I just wipe the nib off when I'm done, which is what you're supposed to do anyway. But sometimes I don't do that, but sometimes the marker wants to give you a trouble, you just wipe it off. But I need to do what I'm supposed to be doing, and soaking it in water, hot water. But yeah, so that turned out pretty nice, I think. I like the little metal. I wish I could have added more like metallic somewhere in there, but I think this is okay for now. Some of these paint markers is giving off a little bit of a shine too, like the non-metallic ones. But anyway, and this was on like the textured paper. I kind of like the way they feel better on, like, let me see, do I have one here? I think this is just regular. Oh, this one is, this feels very thin. Let's try the super thin paper. So I actually haven't even come up with a color for her yet. I kind of colored her in one of my sketchbooks, but I don't know if I want to stick to that color. I might though. Let's see. Do I have something? Because I wanted her to be kind of like a very light blue. I have like this robin's egg blue in the pastel set, and I think that's what I might go with because it's super pale. This one I'm thinking, because these other ones down here, because this is the one I'm thinking of going with, and then I can probably use maybe this iceberg color here for the shadows. So let me try that. And I don't know what kind of paper this is. I think this is Bristol, smooth Bristol. So it's kind of thin, but you know, we're gonna see. Before I use that color though, let me see if I have anything lighter in one of these budget sets. I don't think so though. Let's see. Nope, I think that's the lightest I have. Also, I think Artistro, I do believe they have a pastel set. I think when I was going down my rabbit hole, I think I did scroll past a budget set that they have, but I'm trying not to fall down too many rabbit holes because um, I do like I said, I want to build my collection, but I don't want to go overboard because I just want to get what I need first and then go from there. Okay, so this lady here, she is she is there. Um, okay, is this nib drying out or? And this is why we soak our nibs, guys, because we get things that. This is the third nib on stream I had to replace. And this is why I said I was just going to buy a set of nibs because I honestly don't have the patience to sit and soak these in whatchamacallit. But I probably should. I'm gonna soak those three and see if they can unclog just as a test experiment. But it's that easy to replace the nib though, so it's kind of like, do I care if it dries out and I can just replace it so easy? I mean, I can go on Amazon, I can go on Toolyard's website, and especially if I'm running low on a marker, I know like, okay, I'm gonna place this one big order. It's gonna contain whatever marker it is I need, and some replacement nibs, and so on and so forth. So anyway, so she is a princess. You guys probably won't be seeing her until about maybe because I'm only on chapter 1, and chapter 1 is just kind of like I guess I can call it the basic chapter. I don't know what to call it, honestly. But the only people you're going to be meeting really in that first part is going to be obviously Miso, and then you have Bo and Paul, and you may see Pot, but very briefly. Um, and I'm still not really sure how I'm gonna format, because I know a couple of you, because I had asked if you guys wanted just the coloring page or if you wanted it, wanted me to write what was going on in the scenes. And a couple of you said you wanted me to write what was going on, so I almost missed the texture paper. I don't know which one I like yet. This one is a little hard to see her color, and I don't even know if I like this color for her. But we're just gonna color her this color for now because we don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna settle on, but I do like the light blue. I just don't, maybe it's too light. I don't know. We're going with it for now, but she may change. It's gonna be a while before you see her in the story, so I got time to figure out what the colors are gonna be. Just doing another, and this paper is probably too thin. This is not suited for this type of marker because I am struggling a little bit with it. I wonder if is it going, it's not going through, but when I tried to go over the page, the thing, get your words together, Jazz. When I tried to go over it again, the area, it was starting to feel different, so I think it was trying to pill up the paper, is what I was trying to say. But my words doesn't want to work for me today for some reason. So for her background, I'm kind of leaning towards a dark blue. So I'm gonna grab 22 from the nicety markers, and we're gonna see um, because this is a bit of a thicker nib and it's not as pointy. So I feel like I feel like I should have went with a gray instead of a blue. No, we're gonna go with blue. It's fine. I should go with gray. I'm gonna go with gray. Um, let me see what kind of gray I have in the nicety markers first, because I do want to use this one to see. Um, it's a light gray, but I mean I can go with it. If I don't like it, I can always put the blue on top. That is a thing. Okay, let me grab number 65. If I don't like it, I'm gonna keep the blue out just in case. 65, 24. Wait, where's 63? Did I say 63? How come I can't find what I'm looking for? 65. That's why. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna just try this here out. Yeah, these aren't, I mean, it's not catching the page like the other one is, but I can tell that these don't really like this paper either. I don't know what kind of paper this is. I don't think it's copy paper. I think it's like Bristol. But I don't, whatever kind of paper it is, I don't think they're liking it too much. It's doable, but I don't think it's liked. That's for sure. Yeah, so it's a nice quiet Sunday. I'm just going to spend the day relaxing because I gotta go back to work tomorrow. So today is just gonna be probably me doing some drawing and maybe some drawing on my iPad so I can get some of these pages. So I don't know if I'm gonna release it by chapter or by page, by the way. So I might make the first I might make the cover page free, just so that you guys can kind of get a feel for it. Maybe like the cover page and like the first page, and then I can get some feedback on if you guys like the way it's set up, or I need some reviewers. I wish, because like I like when, you know how like people send their coloring books to like colorists and stuff like that, and they give them like a review. I kind of want to find like just a designated couple of people that I can just send them to. Obviously, I would like for them to have a YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be a big YouTube channel, just a YouTube channel in general. It could be a small one, and I just want to hear feedback. And if someone else from their channel catches word, and maybe they can provide feedback through that person's channel or something. I don't know. I see it on YouTube a lot where they, oh, so and so sent me, X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna test it out for them, and you know, and they talk about whatever it is that was sent to them, and Okay, this lid does not want to go. Uh-oh. Okay, so is this marker doing strange things, or does it just not want to? There we go. All right, that's going to be impossible to get the lid back off later, but I'll figure it out. I think I want to make her a different color because I don't know if I'm liking that blue. Uh, Even maybe like a nice light pink or like a peachy color maybe. I don't think I'm liking the blue. Or I can make her a lighter blue. But I don't want her to look too blue. So maybe like a lighter pink. Like a skin tone pink maybe even. I'm gonna do number 60 in the nicety markers. And we're gonna see. But these nicety markers are nice, and they also came with the case. The case came with it, so you can't beat that either. So these are really nice. They're numbered. I think this is a good starting set also. Unless I put what now in the background? Linda, listen. Yep, I kind of like the pink, actually. Right on top of the blue. It's fine. It's acrylic. It's fine. It's fine. I promise it's fine. I could even do like, so like since we're changing her to pink, her shadows can be like blue. Or she can have just like some blue accents or something. I don't know. That's why we're doing this. We're experimenting, we're testing, we're having fun. That's the only way to figure out what you want, and if it's gonna look the way you want it to look, that's the only way. Now this paper is probably sick of me layering on top already, but I had to change the color. I do like the pink better. But this paper is not, whatever kind of paper this is not having it with these markers. It's trying its best though, but it's not having it. Linda's over there laughing at me because I have no idea what she was talking about. Okay, so the pink is better. But I can see like little patches. So I'm trying to like unpatch it, and I think I'm making it worse. It's hard to tell. But, okay. So she's pink. I like the pink because a lot of her stuff that's going on is blue anyway. Okay, so I do want to add, I think I'm going to make the little sprite. I'm going to make him metallic. A nice metallic blue, maybe? If I can get it together and find the metallic page. I think a nice metallic blue. I'm gonna add some nice metallic blue to her too. So I'm gonna bring out I don't know, the kind of metallic I want though. Yeah, I'm gonna add some gold and some blue. So I have like this diamondish color but the sprite is blue, so I'm gonna add some gold. The gold that's in here, there's two different golds. One's like a yellow gold and the other one's like a almost like a dusty gold. I don't know, but I am gonna grab this blue. It's 88. It's like a blue green, I guess. I'm gonna grab that. And it's going to be her sleeves. And again, colors may change for her. This is just, the metallic seems to not be arguing with the paper. But I am noticing an odd smell. It's not like strong or anything, but it's there. But I only noticed it when I opened this metallic marker, so it could be a metallic marker thing. Not sure. It's not super strong, but it is noticeable. Oh, okay. Linda, you couldn't just say her crown. Jeez. Or her princess crown or something. You got me over here struggling, trying to figure out what you're talking about. So I think I'm gonna go with the dusty gold, and if I don't like it, then I'll use the other one. Linda's laughing at my struggle. Let's see, where it is. So we're gonna put some gold. This is like a green gold, I think. Maybe I should have went with the other one. Worst comes to worst, I think there's a gold in the Artistro one. And if this looks too weird, then we'll... Not even in shot, sorry. If this looks too weird, then we'll switch it up. It doesn't look weird. It looks okay. Okay. And then maybe we'll add like a little bit here. Or we'll put like a... See, well, I'll do it with something else. Don't worry. I have gel pens. The Tule Art also has metallic, but I think I'm gonna grab those last. I won't grab them like right out the gate. I'm gonna grab those last. I need the red set and like the basic color sets first before I go running to get, you know, metallics and other colors and stuff. Eventually I want all of them. Eventually. But time will be the dictator of that. Okay, so her staff is just a brown staff. Looking for which brown though. I'm looking at this camel brown, but I kind of like this desert sand brown, so I'm gonna grab that. Let's see. I hope my phone has sense enough to tell me when my battery's dying. And it doesn't just let me sit here and talk until the stream gets cut off. Now for her jacket, the Tule Art, this one is working fine on the paper. So maybe it just depends on the marker, like the color maybe. I'm starting to think it's color dependent at this point. Some of them work and some of them don't, which is strange. I'm gonna grab a light blue for this sprite. So the sprite, I'm gonna go with number 9, I think. It's like a bluish green. It is a water sprite, so and I think I'm gonna use the same color for the top of her staff. Eventually, I'm gonna learn how to do really cool special effects with these things. I need to watch some YouTube videos on how to like color with paint markers, like as far as like you know, special effects like glowing. I tried to do a glow. I don't know if I achieved that accurately or not, but it kind of looked cool. I mean, I liked it, but I don't know if it's did what it was supposed to do. So like with this, I'm gonna white out the outline because I do want it into and I'm gonna have to put this spiral back in, I think, or go over it with something darker, or go over it with metallic. But I'm excited for that gray set I got. I'm so happy because it was driving me just a little crazy that I didn't have the grays that I need, and I'm sure some of you probably were able to like hear it in my voice how irritated I was getting because I couldn't like find the set, like the color set I wanted. I mean the color that I wanted, and it was just like where. So um I'm glad for that. I don't know what color I want her jacket. I might leave it white, or I might do like a different blue. White would be nice. Her boots though, I kind of want, I was thinking brown, but I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of off. And then also this pink ink that I use is kind of throwing me off a little bit too, because it doesn't seem to pop as much as this one. But I can always go over it with black. I'm gonna do the puddle. I kind of want to do the puddle in metallic too. There was a nice metallic blue, like just blue, in the Nicety set. The Nicety set is the only one that has metallics. The Artistro has two. It has a gold and a silver, but the Nicety has like a whole little thing here of metallics. There's like 10 of them, I think. So. So I'm gonna just, I want this puddle to just be blue, metallic. It is a puddle of water, in case anybody was wondering what on earth she was standing in. Puddle of water, I promise. I could do like the diamonds in her crown in this blue too. I wish it was a lighter blue I could use, but look at that. The metallics are actually not bad. So for her nose though, maybe like a purple, or maybe just a lighter pink. I mean a darker pink, not a lighter pink, a darker pink. I'm looking at this rose color from the pastel set. Might go with that. See what it looks like. Though this just seems like I don't think this is going to be dark enough. Let's see what it looks like when it dries. It might be. For her shoes, I could do brown. I could do like a regular brown. I just feel like that's so plain. But I mean, she is, you know, I could do like a gray. I could do her jacket a light gray too. But I think I like the white for her jacket. So I'm going to leave it white. It's just the shoes. I'm like, what color? I could also do like a blue for her shoes. Maybe. Decisions. But I do want to, this red ink outline thing that's going on is kind of bugging me. But I won't keep you all too long. I might get back on later, and I feel like I say that every Sunday, but um, after because I'm gonna place a small order, I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning because I do want to get to filming an art, I guess art space, because it's not, the whole room is not my art room. I'm actually in art the other half of the bedroom, because the bedroom is really big, so I took half of it, literally. So I want to do like a tour where I keep like my art stuff, but I want to clean it up first. It's not crazy messy or anything, but there are things that I don't want on camera, type of thing. So sorry if I'm making anyone dizzy spinning this thing around, but so usually I use like a Copic because I don't have to worry about it splattering or doing anything like the paint does. But I am gonna go over the lines on the inside as well. But Copic goes over anything, it seems. So, but I like the outer line to be thicker than whatever's going on the inside. So the outer line is usually like a 0.7 or something larger, and then the inside is usually like a 0.3 or a 0.5 or something. But it's starting already to pop more. The black just pops more. I don't know where I was going with the pink, but we're not going in that direction. um, and then also the Copic, which is why I like using them. They're also waterproof and you know, light fast and all that fun stuff. So I can just like the inside lines are gonna be thinner. I'm just trying to cover these pink lines. I can always redraw this, but this is just a test. And anyway, I'm not set on her outfit yet either. I like the coat. I think I changed her crown a little, but I'm not sold on the shoes yet. But we'll see. Like I said, it's gonna be a while before you guys see her, so you know. Sneak peek of her though. But she will be around. She will be around. I'm trying to kind of, I mean, I have other characters in mind, but they are not on paper. So I don't know what they look like on paper. My hands is way too shaky for this today. Some of these lines are coming out a little strange, but that's okay. This card isn't going anywhere. This is just... Now, if it was going somewhere or going to someone, I would definitely redo it. Or be a little bit more careful with how I'm doing it. But because it's just like a test of these markers and how they work on certain papers. So I do like them on the watercolor paper. They gave me less struggle. We had one little splash, but even with the splash, I was able to just fix it. I don't want paper that's gonna feel like it wants to peel, because I might want to do more than one layer, or you know what I mean. So I had only put down a few layers and it had already started feeling like it wanted to peel up. So I'm like, okay, if it's doing that on whatever paper this is, and I really think it's Bristol, I won't use Bristol for it. I will use something else. It's doable, but do I want to struggle? No. So whoops. Okay. Oh, okay. It's got some texture. That's fine. Okay, and then just gonna squiggle that in. It's probably gonna end up being metallic anyway. His little eye came out so wonky. Poor guy. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. I mean, it is what it is for now, but it definitely uh-oh. I dropped the cap to my... Look at you, already looking for it. Watch out. The cap to my pen, and Yuki's trying to beat me to it. I can imagine. Okay. So I have to figure out her shoes, but I mean, so far I like all the shiny stuff. But now you can see how it pops even next to this one. So I might do a lighter gray for the ground. Because the gray I used was really not light. Yeah, I figured that out. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I have other trading cards here. I have like one with this was like Pot's older design. He looks a little bit different now, but not too much. And then I have Miso playing in the water. And then this one, if I can get to doing it without crying, this was like a tribute to Mizu. I just haven't. I need to line it and color it and not cry when I do it. So there's that. And then just a little birthday celebration one. So I have some that needs to be colored, and then I have some things in my sketchbook that I want to color. So I'm just going to be practicing with these. But here's what we did today. This was the watercolor paper, and you can see like the texture on it. So that's that one. And then this was like that Bristol paper, but you can see kind of like some of the patches on this one. It's not as, you know, but it didn't go through or anything. But you can see this is much smoother. So I like the feel of this one better. And I have like a whole thing of watercolor paper that I can just, you know, but for some reason, because my sketchbook is actually smooth paper, so I don't know what this is, but I won't be using it. I'm pretty sure it's Bristol, because I remember cutting up some of the Bristol paper that I had. I remember cutting some up for my trading cards, but I know now not to. and to just use the watercolor ones because this is smooth also. And where's that one that we did together? Even this one, like the pumpkin one, and this one here, this is paint marker. And this, the fish, let me zoom out because now you guys can't see what I'm talking about. The fish, paint marker, paint marker. So, I mean, I don't know what the deal was. This is all paint marker. So, I don't know. And I mean, we were struggling, I think, with this one a little bit. So, this was that glow effect I call myself trying to do. But, it it's not doing that with this paper. So I don't know, guys. But I won't be using it. Um I'm just gonna stick to, oh, why is that still in there? That's some work stuff. Um I have like some another thing I want to try is like I was swatching this at work, using this to keep track of. But this is like postcard, but like they were working pretty nice on this one, so I might try and do a postcard and see what it feels like on there. Just trying different papers with the paint markers too to see. Oh, it's thick, but it's kind of hairy. Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what's starting to feel like it's coming up because it did feel like it wanted to, like the paper wanted to tear. So I was like, okay, I don't want to force it too much. So, but yeah, so now, now that I'm addicted to paint markers, I'm trying to get all of them type of thing, which I was already on, but I'm really on it now because I'm really enjoying them. And next to pencils, these are, I mean, pencils, I don't think I'm going to do pencil work on my artwork because that's going to take really forever today, and absolutely not. But these paint markers, yeah, that's my thing now. So anyway, I am going to head out now. I'm going to finish doing some cleaning and find a little snack and enjoy the rest of the Sunday. And I will see you guys back on Wednesday for normal stream where we'll be back in Kirby, um, get some work done on that half a dragon page I'm working on. And maybe we'll do, if there's time after Kirby, because I want to stream Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday will be Kirby, and then Thursday will probably be like maybe I'll work in either Ken Matsuda's coloring book or the fairy tales and folklore one. But either way, we'll figure it out. Wednesday is definitely Kirby, so I'll be back for that. And hopefully, I can have this page that I wanted to color with you guys today. This is the one that I wanted to do with all the characters, but it's not finished. So I might work on that today a little bit, and we'll see. We'll see what's done, how much I've had done, and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys later in the week. Enjoy your Sunday, and thanks for coming to hang out with me. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Bye.